They shall heap their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. 23 April 2017, New Haven, Connecticut.
The award is really four things. It's this ceremony, it's this certificate, it's a beautiful medallion engraved, made out of peace bronze, which is metal melted down from the control systems of nuclear weapons. For the first time, we made it well. And the fourth thing is a large check, large for us.
Thank you very much for this honor. I'm really touched by the generosity and by this whole process. I'll start with salam, peace. This age-old traditional Arab greeting has survived against all odds. Today, though, it is more aspirational than reflective of reality. At a time when several Arab countries are being torn apart in bloody wars, and Palestine lingers on in colonial chains. Regardless, salam, peace. As I humbly accept the Gandhi Peace Award for 2017, jointly with the independent rights campaigner, Ralph Nader, I thank Promoting Enduring Peace for it. I dedicate it to the heroic Palestinian political prisoners on hunger strike in Israel's apartheid dungeons, and to every Palestinian refugee yearning to return home to Palestine, to reunite with the land and the homeland. This honor goes to every human rights defender who has played a role in making the Boycotts, Divestment and Sanctions movement for Palestinian rights the impressive global movement that is today. 12 years ago, we were told romantic dreamers for work. Today, our fast-growing movement is recognized as being so strong as to be fought by the footboard of Israel's regime of occupation, colonialism, and apartheid, and by its partners in crime in the United States, Europe, Canada, Australia, among others. BDS hopes to prove, yet again, that many human achievements have started with dreams, moral commitment, willpower, and a lot of strategizing. It hopes to be counted among the global movements that are envisioning and shaping a different, more just world. I respectfully ask Promoting Enduring Peace to equally divide and present the monetary value of my award to the following 5 U.S.-based organizations that inspire me: Black Lives Matter, National Students for Justice in Palestine, Jewish Voice for Peace, U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights, and last but not least, Friends of the Youth North America. When I first learned that I was chosen with Ralph Nader as a winner of the Gandhi Peace Award for this year, a thought crossed my mind about the awarding organization's name. Palestinian hope by convincing us that our resistance to their oppression is not just futile, but also suicidal, and that we are relative humans who do not deserve the full set of rights that full humans claim to themselves. This has always been an inseparable component of the Zionist system of occupation and apartheid. Hope, after all, can be contagious. Despite decades of dispossession, ethnic cleansing, and apartheid, Palestinians have not given up. We continue to resist injustice and to assert our quest for equal rights to all humans. This year, 69 years after the Nakba, there are many attempts, some unconscious, to limit the scope of the question of Palestine to the theme of 50 years of occupation, ignoring the other basic rights being denied to the Palestinian people. Many Palestinians see this as yet another attempt to gatekeep our aspirations and to force us to limit our rights to what is acceptable by the hegemonic forces that be. This is precisely why Israel is desperately trying to suppress the BDS movement, as my friend and colleague Rebecca has described. As BDS has become a key component of Palestinian popular resistance and the most effective form of international solidarity with the Palestinian struggle for freedom, justice, and equality. BDS, after all, has not only insisted on the UN stipulated rights of all Palestinians, it has also rekindled Palestinian aspirations for emancipation, justice, and ethical peace through its ability to develop a non-violent yet effective means to achieve them. Moreover, BDS is re-establishing the inherent relationship that the so-called Oslo peace process has all but buried between the struggle for Palestinian rights on the one side and the diverse international struggles for racial, economic, gender, social, and climate justice. Begun in 2005 by the broadest coalition in Palestinian civil society, BDS seeks the basic rights of Palestinians under international law, and we seek those rights through non-violent means. Though launched in 2005, the movement is deeply rooted in decades of Palestinian popular non-violent resistance to settler colonialism. It is inspired and strongly influenced by the South African anti-apartheid movement and the US civil rights movement. Despite the obvious differences between Israel's regime of oppression and that of apartheid South Africa, the similarities are striking. South Africa's Speaker of Parliament, Baleka Mbete, has recently stated, quote, "Apartheid in South Africa was a picnic compared to what we've seen in the occupied Palestinian territories," end of quote. Anchored in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the BDS movement has consistently and categorically opposed all forms of racism and racial discrimination, including Islamophobia and anti-Jewish racism. The movement believes that a person's identity should never diminish or restrict his or her entitlement to rights. BDS therefore targets complicity, not identity. It is an inclusive movement that enjoys growing support among diverse communities, including a growing number of Jewish Israeli BDS supporters, which we're very proud of. Since hope based on illusions can bring the oppressed